Hey, I'm Valentine, and for this last couple of years I've been really enjoying creating indie games and some other fun game projects for this YouTube channel. But at the start of this year I set some goals for myself, and one of these goals was publishing a game to Steam. I've already published a game to itch and to the Play Store, so the next logical step for me was Steam. But I don't want to rush my game, so I will turn my journey into multiple devlogs for this channel. And as I don't want to rush it, I decided to not start from scratch this time. You see, I've made a couple of games for this channel, but the most fun game I've worked on is probably Pushover, which is also the first video on this channel. And I don't think that game has gotten to its full potential yet. So instead of starting from nothing, I basically already have a full prototype. And for the following months, I will try to turn it into a full Steam release. So if you haven't seen my previous videos about Pushover, Pushover is a game. Now, Pushover began as an experiment where I tried to kind of replicate the Super Smash Bros. Game, but it turned into a bit of a different game, as the goal is to really push the other player off the platforms and not necessarily just to hit them. In a later video I added the CPU to play against for when you don't have any friends, like me, and I added more maps. You can play with livestock or with a timer, and that's pretty much everything the game has for now. So before I want to create a Steam page, I kinda do want to know what I want to add to the game, because it's definitely not in a state that is releasable for Steam. So I ask you guys what you want me to add to the game, and I've got 2 responses. So let me know in the reaction what you want me to add, and maybe your suggestion will make it into the next video. But there were 2 reactions, so let's see them. Items. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it means. Chaos, pretty much. Yeah. More characters. Yeah, I do have 4 colors to choose from right now, but they all behave exactly the same. So I kind of want to give each character their own playstyle, add more characters. For example, green could have a double jump, but will have a longer cooldown for their jumps. And blue can be faster, but takes more knockback, those kind of things. This way it will be a little more interesting to choose which color you want, instead of just, oh, I like green, I choose green. Single player mode. The game is like for multiple people, or you can play against the CPU, but that's not really a fun single player experience. So maybe something like a champion road where you have to fight against CPUs that get progressively harder, and maybe that's also the way you will be able to unlock new characters or new maps. So that's a pretty fun idea. And more maps, pretty obvious, just more maps. That's it. And of course, on the way to the final release, I will probably come up with more ideas I want to add, or maybe you've got some ideas, so let me know. I added all the ideas I have for now in one place, so I can see what I want to do and easily add more things. So that's like basically the idea I have for now. So now that I've got an idea, the next step would be to finish it as soon as possible. Or you would think that. Everywhere I looked, they said I had to make a Steam page as soon as possible. So that's what I did. But first I had to create a Steamworks account. And pay some money. And then I had to finish a big to-do list. I created a bunch of visuals, which are obviously not final, because I'm not even sure how the visuals will look like in a month. And I also had to add minimal systems requirements. Like, how do people know these? So I had something random, basically. I just looked at another game and kind of copied that. It will change. Basically, everything I added will probably change. So I won't spend too much time on it. And thus I asked for a review, and now it's on Steam. I have my own Steam page, which is pretty cool. And you know what would really help me? Wishlisting Pushover on Steam. Apparently you need a lot of wishlists to get a good Steam release. So yeah, prepare to hear me say this every video. I'm sorry. And I will take you on my journey through this whole process of releasing the game, which will be pretty exciting because I have no idea what will happen.